You guys,
the big news for Donald Trump. Again, I couldn't live stream this, so smash that like because I was still feeling kind of tired from everything, but I wanted to live stream this Trump visiting the Fed building and complaining about the prices. So let's see if he wants to remove them and how this will affect the XRP price. And personally, I think if he cannot, remove Jerome Powell, but if he or Jerome Powell leaves for some reason, he's already under pressure. Again, he's going to replace with someone who's going to cut those rates, and it's going to pump the altcoin market. I don't know if it's going to pump Bitcoin market, but historically, it has pumped altcoin market. Is XRP better or is the next Bitcoin? I feel like I replied to that. XRP is good in terms of technology, but Bitcoin will always be number one. I don't think anything will flip Bitcoin ever. So yeah, I never saw like Jerome Powell and Trump in a hat. Like this is like peak content.
Well, thank you very much. We're looking at the construction, and we're with the chairman, as you know. Chairman, come on over. And we're just taking a look at what's happening. It's a tough construction job. They're building basements where they didn't exist or expanding them, and a lot of very expensive work. There's no question about it. And Tim has been with me for a long time, and you're in charge of the committee.
Indeed. One of the reasons I wanted to see it was the overruns of the expenses, wanted to figure out why.
Geez, this looks so awkward because he wanted to remove him. Basically said he can't fire him and to lower interest rates, and then you can see this is like a mad dad at him. Oh my God, look at this. This is absolutely incredible. Like we never saw this in history. But this is peak content. You can actually see Jerome Powell being slightly upset or being slightly more serious, and Trump being slightly more, strong, demeaning, basically in a sense. So yeah, seems like the rate hikes, the pressure is on for U.S. to be the #1 crypto government.
Yeah. So we're taking a look, and it looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot.
He's shaking his head. He is shaking his head that it added 600 million, but he lets him speak.
So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah,
that is some peak content.
it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1.
3.2.
This came from us.
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added.
our entire capital plan.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building,
Well,
including
no,
the
but
Martin building.
it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
So yeah, they finished the building 5 years ago, and now they're adding it to the build. That's so funny. Like them, fighting on camera, live on TV.
But it's
So,
not new.
So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what's happening, and it's got a long way. Do you expect any more additional cost overruns?
Don't expect them. We're ready for them, but we have a little bit of a reserve that we may use. But no, we don't. We expect to be finished in 2027. We're well along, as you can see.
Nice to take these off every once in a while when we're not under too much danger. So, any questions?
Mr. President, does the issue give you any? As a real estate developer, what would you do with a project manager who would be over budget?
Generally speaking, what would I do? I'd fire him.
Do you think this issue, Mr. President, gives you cause to do that?
Well,
So he's literally hinting at firing Jerome Powell because he's managing the project, but he's not the real estate manager. Again, XRP might explode when Jerome Powell is removed. That's why everybody in crypto is calling for XRP to be removed.
I'm here just really with the chairman. He's showing us around, showing us the work. And so I don't want to get that. I don't want to be personal. I just would like to see it get finished. And in many ways, it's too bad it started. But it did start. And it's been under construction for a long time. It's going to be a real long time, because it looks like it's got a long way to go.
Yes, sir.
So,
Mr. President, are there things the chairman can say to you today that would make you back off some of the earlier criticism?
well, I'd love him to lower interest rates.
So yeah, this is the thing. He really wants Jerome Powell to lower interest rates. I know we needed some time to get into this, but again, guys, this is the clue. He is literally talking about it 24/7 because if we get lower interest rates, this is the big news that everybody was waiting for. This is the battle of the century. Lower interest rates, more crypto companies, more jobs, more money coming in. And yeah, there are negatives, of course, but Trump is really pushing to be the #1 crypto hub.
Than that, what can I tell you? The country is doing really well. I just briefed the chairman of the deal with Japan. Japan is putting up $550 billion in order to lower their tariffs a little bit. That way they have a little bit lower tariff. And they also opened their country to free trade, which nobody thought was even a possibility. And
so yeah, Trump is making deals. He's using negotiating power with these tariffs. Of course, they short-term crash the market, but it seems like long-term, it's actually working out for US. And US is becoming like the real super power, especially like dominating crypto, which is going to be the crypto hub. There's trillions that could be coming into crypto market. He's the AI technology, the tech technology. You know, all these Asian countries actually dominate it right now, but Trump is trying to take it over and build these tech companies in his own country. He knows that's the future. He knows it's like, you know, the new Amazon. And that's the big news we have.
we get a zero tariff in the free trade. We don't pay tariffs, and they're going to pay 15% on everything they send into our country. So it's great. But they put up, as you could call it, seed money. Let's call it seed money. You could call it anything you want, but it's it's a total of $550 billion. So nobody thought it. But
so yeah, a lot of money coming in. Next up, we have Ripple also partnering with Bank of America. The